Hi, in today's video I am going to show you how to install this motorcycle dash cam as well as the outcome, what it looks like, both day and night vision. But even if you don't have a motorcycle, hang in there for a minute because I want to explain why I think it's important to have a dash cam for your RV, for your tow vehicle, for your car, SUV, even if you don't have a motorcycle. So stay tuned. So why did I buy a dash cam for my motorcycle? The same reason I have a dash cam in my car. There's a lot of distracted drivers out there, and in this day and age when there's an accident, a lot of people don't want to admit that they caused an accident. And fortunately I have not had any close calls on my motorcycle because people can see me clearly. But in my car I've had many close calls, and fortunately I have quick reflexes, and you know, I've avoided a lot of accidents. But if something does happen, I want to be able to say, look, here's what happened. So, you know, as motorcyclists, we're always scanning. We're looking up ahead at intersections. We're looking at cars coming over, because all we can really do is pay attention. And so we see the heads doing this, hand on the steering wheel, texting, looking down. The light turns green and we see you doing this, and the light turns green, you start going and texting. Oh, I gotta finish this text. And the reality is your text can really wait. It's, you know, if it's that important, pull over and look at your text, respond to it. So it's going to take you an extra couple minutes. So anyway, it pisses me off. I see it all the time. I don't text and drive. I rarely even talk on the phone and drive. It's just because it can wait. Not a big deal. And it's mind-boggling to see how many distracted drivers are out there driving around. And again, as motorcyclists, we see that because it's all we're doing is looking around, watching people. So anyway, I'm going to get the dash cam installed. Let's open the box, see what's in it, and let's take it from there. Okay, let's see what we have here inside the box. We have a user manual. The main this is battery. Well, I don't know how to figure that out. That's what the directions say. Looks like one of the cameras. Okay, I was hoping this could spin, but we'll see. I'll look at the directions. The other camera. What else? A lot of wires. I'm not sure what all this is. We'll find out. More wires. Zip ties. It's like Velcro. Some mounting stuff. More mounting stuff. More mounting stuff. I'm not sure what that is. It's like these are the probably, oh, these are the things that are going to stick. Tape. More. Oh, this is the USB charger. Okay, a lot of stuff. Let's read the directions and figure out how to get this. In the instructions, this is called the power adapter. Essentially, it plugs into the main DVR player, which is real easy. It's red. And then this is the red and black to power the actual unit. The challenge is if you install this directly to the battery, it'll wear out your battery when you turn off your motorcycle. So you have to find a place to hook up the red and black wires somewhere else. So when you turn on the motorcycle, it powers up, and when you turn off the motorcycle, it powers down without draining your battery. One suggestion is to connect it near the fuse box. So now I need to find the fuse box and see if I can find a place to install it. Okay, so I basically took the red power and took out the 15 amp headlight fuse and shoved it in there and just shoved it all the way in there. Plug in the red Alright, moment of truth. Power's on. Plug in that camera. Okay, now that I know I got the power situation figured out. There's obviously the two cameras, and fortunately my concern was, and obviously it's not a concern anymore, is these spin. So you can adjust them this way, you can spin them and adjust them, mount them this way, you can mount them this way. So you can mount them wherever you want to and not have to worry about it being just this way or just being just this way. So these do spin. Not real easily, but enough you can turn them. So that's good. So what I'm going to do now is sort of place them where I think I want them, because they're a wide angle lens. I don't want it too far underneath. Essentially what I'm going to do is install the front one underneath the fairing here. But I need to figure out where on the fairing do I need to place it. Same thing in the back. In the back here I have this long fender. I don't want to place it too far back underneath the fender, so where the camera is showing the underneath side of the motorcycle lights, I want to be able to have a good view of the traffic behind me, a good view of the traffic in front of me without obstructing it from the fenders front and back. So that's my next challenge, is figuring out exactly how to do that. So I'm going to give that a whirl right now. Okay, now that I have determined where I want to mount the camera on the front, which is underneath the fender, underneath the headlight. It's hidden, you can't see it. That's not obstructing the view in any way, shape, or form. And then the back fender, high up right behind the tail light. It shows a little bit of the fender, but not much. So the challenge is, fortunately, it gives you a lot of cord, but the question is where to put the cord, how to run it from the front, back underneath the seat, how to run it from the back, underneath the seat. Oh, and I've got another thing I got to install. This other item here is this will be mounted somewhere on the handlebars. It has the microphone. It also has a red key button, so if there's a situation where I want to freeze frame it and kind of capture that, because what happens is on a lot of these dash cams, as you may already know, it just keeps going over and over. Once your disk is full, it'll just start writing over it again. So this is a situation where if I want to capture something, maybe something interesting, obviously if I have an accident, I'm not going to push it, it'll automatically, there's a G sensor on these, so if there is an accident, like most dash cams on cars, if you have an accident, the shock of it will freeze it as well. But this is a little button. Not only can I record audio, but I can freeze frame something if I see something interesting that I want to capture, maybe share on a video. So if you're wondering why did I drill holes underneath my fairing, well, these cameras come with two-sided tape attached to the camera. Given it's hanging upside down, if that tape comes off, the camera's going to fall. So I figured I'll go ahead and drill a couple small holes and secure it both with the tape and the screws, so it'll stay in place. It's not exactly perfectly straight, but it's pretty darn close. So there you have it. In order for me to get these screws in there to hold the camera, I had to remove the fairing, which is kind of a pain. I can already tell the double-sided tape that they use is not going to be sturdy enough to mount it upside down. Maybe on a flat surface this way it might be enough, but upside down it's not worth it. When you're installing the one in the front or back, if it's going to be upside down, make sure you have a way you can get to the drill a couple holes and secure it with screws, and not just rely on the two-sided tape. Alright, here's the unit installed. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on so you can kind of see how it looks. Okay, you can see that there are two cameras, one for the front, one for the back. And you can adjust those, switch those out. One thing I like about this is it comes with this power cord. So what you can do is program it in your house or apartment before you actually install it on your motorcycle. It helps you, set the time and all the features you want. One thing I noticed was the small little rear camera. It was backwards. It was actually looked like a mirror. It was switched. So I played around with it and I finally got it working. So it appears to be working now. So I'm going to put on the seat and then show you how I installed it on the front and back fenders. Okay, here is the front camera. I mounted it underneath the fairing by the headlight. And here is the microphone, and the red button is for if you want to take a snapshot of a picture of whatever you just saw. I ran the wires. Since you ran the wires down here, it comes with 8 zip ties, also some Velcro straps. Ran it underneath the seat. In the back, I installed it right there. Also, in case you're wondering, this is a Yamaha FZ6R 2009. I've had it for 4 or 5 years. I've put on over 20,000 miles on it, and I can say this is a really great commuter bike. 600 cc's. It can go to 0 to 60 in supposedly 3.8. I bet you it can do it faster than that. Gets about 47 to 50 miles to the gallon. Great bike. So, and maybe I'll do a full review on it, but I can tell you, if you're looking for a good commuter bike, I love it. It's a great bike. It's quiet. I really like it. So anyway, now let's go for a test ride and see how the camera actually works. Well, my opinion of this dash cam, you know, the front camera, sometimes the pavement, when you hit the pavement, it would bobble, weave, or whatever. Sometimes the color would change on the front camera, and I know it's not the camera because I actually had the same problem, and I requested a new camera because I thought it was defective. So it's not defective. It could just be the suspension on the front, because the camera in the back seems to be a little bit better. Maybe it's a different type of smoother suspension versus the front, maybe just a little wobblier. So, you know, nighttime camera, I think it's not good. I don't like it. And the sound quality on the microphone is junk. I mean, you can hear the engine obviously, but trying to talk and hear yourself or record video and the audio, it's this piece of junk. So I'm kind of on the fence on this one. You know, I do like the fact that it's hardwired. I don't have to worry about batteries. I was actually considering buying a GoPro initially, but the challenge with that is that my commute is about 45 to 55 minutes each way, and I'd have to put a new battery in at work, change the battery out, charge them up every day, have 2 batteries, just constantly switching out the batteries. Just to me, it was not worth it. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think this dash cam will serve its purpose. Hopefully I'll never have to use it, but I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence, so I'm curious what your thoughts are. So please leave some comments below what you think about it. And anyway, hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification below, and you'll be notified the next time I upload another video. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks for your time. Talk to you soon.